Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
You texted me. I answered right away. Why am I on deliver for 6 or 7 business days right now? Where did you go? Where? Where did you go? It's not clocking to me. Where? Where did you go?
Someplace quiet, someplace where I can't hear your screaming, so basically wherever you're not.
I don't think men really realize that the way that alternative baddies and anyone under 5'4" flirts is they're just straight up mean to you. Like, I'm not even kidding you. The other day I sent a text that said, "What up, D-bag? Being another loser today." I like this person. And I sent that. That's crazy business. But yeah, we're just like constantly filled with eternal rage. And if we're not mean to you at least a little bit, then we don't actually like you. Like, you know, you need to feel slightly terrified and threatened every time you have a conversation with them. And if you can't handle it, make sure you find someone who's at least 5'5" and taller.
Sounds like a plan, and I would rather you not liking me, but we still sleep together until you find that man that is gonna be terrified by you. Oh, but men don't understand that's how we flirt. Not really my problem, is it? Like, you need to feel like terrified and like by a 5'2" you can pat on her head and say, there, cupcake. Just have a cookie, you'll feel better in a second. But hey, no, keep in mind that she's not really small, she's an alternative baddie.
I don't need a man to open doors for me, but I wouldn't date a man who doesn't. I don't need a man to buy me flowers, but I wouldn't date a man who doesn't. I don't need a man to compliment me, but I wouldn't date a man who doesn't. I don't need a man to protect me, but I wouldn't date a man who doesn't. I don't need a man to lead, but I wouldn't date a man who doesn't. I don't need a man to provide, but I wouldn't date a man that doesn't.
I don't need a woman to cook and clean, but I wouldn't date one who doesn't. Sure, fine. Let's not upset all the strong and independent ones today. I don't need one in the bedroom, but I'm still renting one services every now and again. So I wouldn't consider dating one of these in a million years.
Ladies, this is a perfect advice for dating. A guy one time asked me, "Do you want to go on a coffee date?" I don't do coffee. So I told him, I only do coffee for business meetings and friends. So if you want to go get coffee as friends, of course. His next text was, "Should we do dinner?" Men know what they're doing. They first just try to lowball you to see if you would just go with it. Know your standards, know your rights, and know your worth, because they will test you in little ways like that, even from the very beginning. Coffee dates are very simple, very easy. Dinner dates is important. You got to see how someone eats. You got to see how they interact. It's longer. It's more of a get to know you type of phase than a coffee date. That's just very casual.
I've seen her for a while, and back then she used to have at least some common sense. So I think there's two possible scenarios why she no longer has any common sense. First one, she did manage to somehow find a man and then he left, and now she despises men. And second one, she went through so many men looking for that perfect date, but none of them took her seriously, and now she despises all men because none of them took her seriously. They'll be exactly the same ones talking about worth and value, except this lunatic, in all her lack of common sense, took it a step further. Know your rights. So you see, it's no longer low effort if you take her out for coffee. You don't respect her rights if you don't take her out to dinner.
Even Dutch girls hate Dutch men. Dutch girls hate going Dutch. So my question is, why is this even a thing? When? The other day I was having coffee with a Dutch friend. I used to live in Amsterdam too. Don't get me wrong. I love the city. So clean, so cute, so safe, and so bikeable, and such a great quality of life. But all the Dutch girls that I talked to unanimously said that they hate dating Dutch men. And there's no fun, no whimsy, no romance, no gentlemanness. They give nothing. My question is, why did this phenomenon start? Teachers show up one day and be like, men and women are equal, and therefore they should be paying for their own coffee on their first date. I'm just... First of all, splitting 50-50 comes from Holland now because of the name. But please verify if you know anything, comment below. If even Dutch women hate you, why are you still perpetuating this culture? Please stop asking for Dutch girls or anybody else to split a freaking coffee. It's so freaking embarrassing. Just a generation ago, they weren't doing that.
And how does it make you feel knowing that you are the first generation that ruined dating for everyone? See, I would be a great therapist. But no, why are you doing that? Because I'm getting it at the end of the night regardless if I'm doing it or not. So if that's the case, why would I do anything different? I still am because I'm not your generation and I'm a lunatic. Why would your generation do anything different?
The less self-obsessed you are, the more dangerous you are to society. The less obsessed you are with yourself, the more obsessed you are with the world. Meaning, you're going to need more from the world, opposed to just having your cup overflowing. And trust me, the more that you're obsessing about them, the more they're going to be obsessed about them. The more that you're obsessing about yourself, the more they're going to be obsessed with you.
That makes absolutely no sense. But in her defense, we are the one doing this. She is the product of us, and by us I mean men. She does look the way she looks, and we find that attractive, and we want to sleep with her. And we'll never call her crazy to her face, cause then we ruin our chances of sleeping with her. If you've seen videos like this, you've probably noticed that it's only the attractive women that speak like this. The unattractive ones, yes ladies, they do exist. Well, let's say they have some other type of content.
Part of the reason that romantic relationships between men and women don't really work out anymore the way that they used to is because women have more access to resources than they ever have. Women, we as women, can have jobs.
Sometimes I have the urge to ride a horse, and then I remember I have a 12-inch horse that I can ride, and I also have a pink cowboy hat. So I know what I'm spending my Sunday doing.
Did she just whisper 12? She did, didn't she? Well, maybe numbers are illegal where she lives, who knows? But no, I do know exactly what she means, because every time I hear good girl, I think doggy, or was it the other way around?
Do you think that men ever get a female dog so that they can say good girl when they're out in public, so that they can see who of the women around them looks up? Or is this just me being royally messed up in the head? Because, like, I look up.
Men who are not pieces of shit don't give a fuck when you talk bad about the shit ones. Men who are not...
Yeah, I heard you the first time, and if this is your proudest moment, you need to reconsider your life choices. Like, for example, the classes you took in college. Men by and large don't have a problem with you saying some men are pieces of ish. But we do have a problem with women who are pieces of ish saying all men are pieces of ish.
I think that all men should know the red flags of an abusive man because men aren't taught these things. So quite often you don't know which of your friends are abusive. And of course you're not going to believe some random person who says it and you never saw it coming. So let's talk about the genuine statistical indications that one of your friends is abusive. Okay, number one.
We're going to start by placing our casserole dish on top of our vase, and then we'll pick that up and flip it over just like that. And then we can pick up our vase and let our grapes out.
And this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I still appreciate you for making it this far. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.